And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the House Talks podcast. Today, we have two very special guests on. We have Kabir and Raj, and we are actually in their studio today. Absolutely incredible. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you guys both here.
Likewise, bro. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So just getting into things, you guys are working together as brothers. Can you tell us a little bit about that journey, how it came to be, and how it is working together with family?
We'll start with how it started. So he was in the industry a lot longer than my experience, but I was in sales before. So I got my license in 2020, right around
2020,
COVID. Got laid off from my job, and this guy's like, okay, let's start working together. So I'm like, no, let me fuck up, let me unfuck up, then we'll start together. Then January of 2021, we started working together.
Right.
And we have our time. Sometimes, we don't want to see each other, but it's a great journey, So
We take weekends off. Yeah. Weekends we don't try to see each other. Monday to Friday we see each other a lot.
Sometimes I see him too much. I'm like, yo, I just can't do it. He'll call me after 8 p.m. Like, yo, no, I just don't want to pick up. I look at the phone. I'm like, yeah, well, tomorrow's problem. It's all good. That's our journey so far.
Yeah. No, it's been great though, bro. Like,
I wouldn't have it any other way though.
Yeah, exactly. Likewise, man. I first started when I think 2016, 17, I got licensed, but never took it seriously. But I was still doing marketing for a lot of realtors, which is why I got my license. Another reason was our dad really wanted to get into real estate. So after his passing, we're like, let's just get a license, whatever, he wanted to do this. But I didn't really focus fully on it up until like 2018, 19. That's when I I slowed down on the marketing side of things. And I'm like, let me test it on myself. I was doing like lead generation, all this kind of stuff for realtors. And after like a year and a half, some people found success. Some people were like, oh, whatever you're teaching or doing is just, you don't know what you're doing. You're not a realtor yourself. I'm like, okay, let me just get my license, do it myself, and apply what I'm teaching to others on me first, right? And it worked. First year, I did like 3 deals when I was still doing marketing. 2018, I did like 18, 20 deals. And it was all online leads, bro. Not even one referral or nothing like that, right? Which is when I told him, bro, like, get your license now. And that's when he got licensed, 2019, right around COVID, perfect timing.
Yeah, nothing else to do.
He got laid off. He's like, what do I do now, right? I'm like, I'm going to give you a bunch of numbers, call them. And he's like, what do I say? I'm like, just call them, tell them that you got...
He gave me the shittiest leads.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I don't want to waste money. So like, there's 2 leads. Yeah. And I converted both of them in a month.
He closed both of them.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is not that bad, right? Because I used to work at Brick. It was all commission-based.
Yeah.
So I used to make $200 from a mattress. Now I'm making $6,000 from a shitty lead that he gave me. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta...
For me, those were just like, I tried following up with them. He's a better closer than me. Like, I still learn from him. So he's like in our company right now, he's the closer.
I only know how to talk.
I'm the onboarding guy.
Nothing else.
Right? I'm the onboarding guy. So we have our roles. But when he did that, I'm like, you're good at this, right? But he's like, I don't want to partner up right now because I'm going to make mistakes. And I was like, exactly, let's not partner up right now. So he ran his show for like 6 months to a year.
Yeah, I think I sold first year. I sold like 14 homes in 6 months.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. I'm like, that's not bad. I'm like, fuck, it's better than what I was doing.
I got something here.
Yeah, and I was just helping him out on the back end, how to do contracts, this, that. Yeah. And that's when we decided in 2020 that let's do it together. Let's
2021, December
2021, right? Yeah. Let's run it like a team. And that's when we really just scaled. Yeah. And that was our first year. We did like 100 plus deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny story too, actually. We've shared it before a couple times. But we were at like 90 something deals in December. And he's like, fuck, I wish we could do 100 this year, right? Yeah. And then I think just maybe a week before the year was about to end, like holidays were about to start. I'm like to him, bro, I sold a building 10, 15 units. He's like, so you're saying we did 100 plus deals this year? And then we added up the numbers, it was 104 or something, right?
It was a good time.
So it was pretty good. Yeah, we manifested that and it happened, right? So it was pretty cool to experience that, man. Yeah.
No, that's incredible. Like success off the bat, but obviously coming from, the context of everything you guys done beforehand. One thing I saw when I was doing a little bit of research on you guys is the
you did your homework,
social media presence. Absolutely, man.
That's what we have in that.
Guys are like, just show up. Oh, how are you doing, man?
At the Supplement House, we are more than just a supplement company. We are your partners in the pursuit of a healthier you. We believe in elevating everyone's health by providing high-quality supplements and smoothies. So whether you're in the need for supplements for post-workout, weight loss, building muscle, replacing meals, or more, come visit us today in Abbotsford or online at supplementhouse.ca.
we have a long-term friendship too. Why don't we introduce them to the
Yeah, actually, my apologies. Yeah, let's.
That's okay.
We're always here.
They all know us. What's going on, guys? It's us again. It's us again. Jazz has new facial hair. Check him out if you're listening on. It's that is the ironic thing. The J, it's if you do it with the J or the H, it still goes heh. And so it's just hefe. It's just hefe. But yeah, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music podcast.
Music?
Sorry, whatever. Check it out on YouTube. It's worth the click. I promise. Jazz looking like he's from.
Cartel.
Yeah,
Okay, I look good
Cartel
right now,
Jazz.
right?
But I never said you look bad.
You're just jealous gonna get a haircut today.
That's true. No, but one thing that really stood out to me, and like, I feel like this is just with any siblings that's ever worked together. I've heard, like, obviously there's some great stories out there, but then you also see things where there's usually drifts because, like, when you are constantly working together, there's ego involved. There's I'm big brother, you're little brother, or like I'm little brother, but I know more than you, big brother, or whatever it may be, right? Because when you're constantly with each other, you love each other like siblings, but you'll fight like siblings too. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're 5 years old or freaking 50 years old. You see that everywhere, right? So do you guys have like rules that you stick by when it comes to, let's just say, if conflict arises between you two?
Honestly, we were pretty bad at it, I would say, before we started working together. After we started like understanding how we both function, it's just like he knows when I get agitated, he leaves my room. When I know he's agitated, I'll leave his room. So it was pretty bad in the beginning. In the beginning, we were fighting at the office in front of agents and stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's just like we know what's the mood is, right? And but yeah, we don't have any, like, in terms of friction. Like we used to have it. I think now we're pretty good.
We understand our roles better now, right? Like, this is my part, this is your part. So we kind of
That made a big
try
difference.
to stay aligned with that. But before we started working together, actually, bro, we didn't talk to each other for like 2 years, man.
Probably longer.
Probably longer.
After
It's like deja vu from your brother.
We just like never used to talk to each other.
Yeah,
like,
same
we had
house.
no relationship in
like
a way.
He moved out now, but like now we see each other way more than we did when we lived in the same house.
Yeah.
For 3 years after Dad passed away, me and him, we drifted apart. Like,
You're right,
fully.
because when I see you guys at the gym, you guys were never together.
Different
I had
cars.
different conversation with you, a different conversation. I was like, where's Kabir? Where's Raj? I don't know, man. He's somewhere.
Same house, and we used to live like 45 seconds away from YMCA. But we used to take our own cars. So like, yeah, fuck it, I'm just gonna go this time.
Yeah, we had that rough patch where we were both trying to figure out where do we go from here after that big life event. But then we started working together, and then we got closer again, right?
Right.
And now I'm thankful for the entire journey, because if that didn't happen, then we wouldn't be sitting here now, right? So it's just like sometimes you have to go through it to realize who means what to you, right?
Now I can understand his mood a lot better than before.
And I sometimes treat him like my older brother, because I'm pretty dumb sometimes too, man. I'm just a human being, right? Yeah. And
I'm gonna take
what
it.
are you doing?
I'm not
Like, you're
saying
stupid for doing that, right? And I listen to him. I take the criticism. Before I was like, oh, why are you telling me that? You don't know as much as I do, right?
I think that made a big difference when we established that, like, at work, even not at work either, like in general.
Overall.
We're just like,
we really
same level-headed. So that made a big difference.
We just really grounded ourselves, man. Like, who else is gonna criticize us if not each other?
Because if you bring the ego in between, then it's just gonna fuck everything up, right? So ego is a major factor of a lot of relationships being,
relationships and businesses. No, that's true. Like, the seasons of life, you know what I mean? Like, that's what people don't understand. It's just like, just because I got into this conflict now, or just because I'm not close with this person now, doesn't mean that you can't be later on, right? Like, if you were closer, if you were brothers, or you had a great friendship, exactly, like, things come up for different people. Like I said, you guys had a pretty traumatic things happen in your life. Yeah. So you guys were processing it in different ways. Right. And it was unfortunate that you guys weren't able to, some people come closer, sometimes they drift. Yeah. Right. Exactly. But it's crazy. Like, every dark day, there's a brighter day after that. This is what they say.
The biggest thing that what I've noticed, like me and him, we didn't talk for 3 years, and that was our fault.
Yeah, that was our bad, yeah.
One day, this guy, I used to go out with your cousin a lot, right? Yeah. Tap house, fuck every fucking weekend.
You guys were there for like Friday, Saturday.
Hey, man, I know it sounds like that. Once in a blue.
I've never been there, ever. Not even once.
You've been there.
See, that's why he's bigger brother. That's why he's big brother.
I've seen there a couple times.
This guy came to my room once. He's like, "What you doing tonight?" I'm like, and we haven't spoken in like months. Like, we don't talk like what you're doing tonight, what you're not doing tonight.
It was just because you guys didn't want to talk, or like there was like not like F you, man, and F you.
It was just awkward tension for no reason.
No, it was just for a reason, bro. It was just like, I don't even know why we stopped talking, but we were just upset. Right?
Everyone kind of heals with loss differently, right? So I guess we were
we just gave each other the time, and obviously we were always there for each other, but we would never hang out. or go out together or
But you
whatever.
guys didn't have a friendship between you guys.
we didn't have a
right?
friendship.
Yeah,
You guys are
exactly.
brothers.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
this guy's like, you and me are going for beers tonight. I'm like, all right, fine. We went to Big Ridge by my house, by YMCA. We sat there for like fucking 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Had fucking 7, 8 beers each. It was a great time. We
I'm
talked.
sure the conversation was great.
Yeah, it was
After
great.
7, 8
that's,
beers.
what, that's what we're here. So, that conversation made a big difference in our life, right? So the solution is just grab
Just
your brother and grab beer. That's it.
Communicate,
Fuck.
man. Yeah. What led to that point of me going into his room was basically like, I was just thinking to myself, man, like, what do I do to make my relationship better with him, right? Like, he's my younger brother. And after Dad passed away, I was like, I don't know, like, what can I do or what can I tell him, right? So I was just, I think, listening to a podcast with my wife that time. She was my girlfriend at the time. And she's like to me, why are you so upset today, right? I'm like, bro, I don't know, just Kabir doesn't talk to me properly, right? We just say hi and bye to each other. She's like, that's because you're trying to be a father to him, not a brother. When she said that to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
that night, I'm like, yo, let's go grab some beers. That's how that happened.
Yeah,
right?
that changed like
So,
our dynamics very drastically,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
for a good reason, yeah. So, but yeah.
But that was good. So that's what brought us where we are
What's the
today,
age
right?
gap between you guys?
4 years.
4 years. Okay.
That's me and my brother too.
Yeah.
4 years.
You're
You guys are 2 years, right?
I'm older.
Me and my brother 2 years. Yeah.
So you're older?
I'm older. Yeah, I'm older.
How's your like? Are you guys older, younger brother? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm older, but we have an older sister too, so I'm the middle child.
Okay, fair enough.
And so they're 6 years apart. We're 4 years apart, and no, same thing. I mean, there's times like like when I'm getting older, he's growing up too.
Right.
To that phase where it's just like too cool for each other.
Right.
But after I got married, I moved out,
right.
and
Did that make it better for you guys' relationship?
yeah, and then you know what? That thing that stuck out to me too. You're trying to father him and not be his brother. I think
Yeah.
I was doing that at a
Right.
point too.
Yeah.
But I found myself. He's a lot more mature now, but found myself just kind of like sometimes you just gotta just take things for what they are and not get so wound up about not take everything to heart. You know what I mean? Like whether he's frustrated or whatever. If you disagree, like if he says something and I don't agree with it, like doesn't need to be an argument every
I've
single
learned
time,
that
right?
like everyone's different.
Yeah.
They should have their own opinions.
Yeah.
You can't tell them like, no, you should feel like this.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be an argument every
It's a
single time.
mindset shift
It
that
is,
you have
yeah.
within yourself.
And then you
right?
think about it, you do love you do love your siblings, so it's just like whatever, man. If I'm gonna let anyone just like get away with something, it's like I'll let it be you.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But even now going into business with each other, I mean, what was the stat line there, Connor? Like the 100 million in sales,
104 the first
104 million in sales. So that's nine
Well,
figures.
That was 100 deals.
Yeah.
100 transactions.
Got you.
Close to first year was close to 65, 70 million.
Give or take it.
Yeah.
And then year after that, now we've been consistently doing 100 million plus every year
Yeah.
in closed volume. Yeah, so
That's amazing, guys.
so
It's
far,
9
yeah.
figures. That's something to really be proud of, and
Thank
hope you
bro.
guys
Yeah.
are.
It's not that hard though. A lot of people think it's impossible to do
When
that.
you break it down,
when you break
Let's
it down,
break it
bro,
down. No, let's break it down. I'd love to, because I bet you anything.
100
Yeah.
million, take an average price of $1 million. You sell 10 houses a month, you're gonna do 100 million a year. 10 houses, if you have, let's say 5 team members, 2
It's
each.
2 each. That's nothing. I mean,
So-
there's something, but once you know what you're doing, kind of thing.
Yeah, so
But
I think
like-
when you look at bigger picture, it looks very scary. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I was leaving my job and coming into this, I
Tell
was
them how
like,
you left your job.
okay, I
You
can
weren't
do it.
leaving
yeah,
your job.
at the airport?
At the
Yeah,
airport.
fuck, man.
Yeah.
So
This
what
guy was a
happened,
hard
I
head.
was long-term employee of the
Very
airport.
low.
And I took my job very seriously as well. And I was very thankful for the job because like I met a lot of amazing people through that job, right? A lot of them are still my friends. Some of them are not, some of them are. But anyways, fast forward. So worked there for 4 hours as a screening officer, entry-level position in the company. And then people that, check your water bottles and stuff when you fly out. But it's for your safety, of course.
You know, cartel when you take stuff.
Jazz is all about that.
Yeah, so
Your
I was-
friends' information,
I
man.
did that for 3 to 4 years, put in a lot of hours. Then they gave me an opportunity to become a manager for like 200 people. And then I played that role for about a year. And then they're like, we're going to promote you now to something else. So we'll train you this and that. So come upstairs to the office, right? And I'm pumped. I'm like, okay, great. This is amazing, right? Go upstairs. The guy's like to me, my manager, hey, unfortunately, we found out that you're doing stocks while you're at work. Even though it's on your break, you're using the assets given to you by company to do that, right? I'm like, you don't have any proof, right? Show me I do trade stocks because I had a 4 a.m. shift. What am I going to do at a 6 a.m. break, right? Yeah. Perfect time to look at the numbers and stuff. So yeah.
So I can tell why some of you are not friends with someone because 100% someone went and told them that.
Probably, bro. Yeah. But I'm thankful that happened. But anyways, fast forward, the guy's like, I'm suspending you for 2 days, right? I'm like, no. He's like, what do you mean no? I'm like, I quit. and I walked out.
This guy's temper.
That's how I left.
This guy's temper was so bad. Like you fucking say something and he'll take it to heart. Boom. There's gonna be a fucking pataka at home.
But like honestly, like while I was running to that job every day, 4 a.m., waking up at 3 a.m., I used to think on the drive like, what am I doing, man?
This guy used to wake up and go to the gym, and I'm coming back from Tapos, and I'm like, oh, have a good day.
Yeah,
man.
basically.
Tapos like brought up again, eh?
Oh shit, my bad. Coming back home after, you know.
Friday's coming up, right? So,
Just getting ready.
But anyways, yeah, that's how I left my job. I just had it with it, man. I was like, I quit. You don't have to suspend me anymore. It's all good. And it happened in front of the people that I used to manage and stuff too. So I just walked out of there like that. And they called me after that we want to sit down with you, talk. I'm like, no, I'm done, man. And that's when I started focusing on this full time. I went to Thailand after for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that really just helped me, reintegrate myself.
You're supposed to go for a week. And but he's like, yeah, I'm not coming for another
I went for a week with my wife now, but we liked it there, so we'll stay another week and go back. Not like I have a job anymore anyway. So that's why we took the extra time. We came back after that. But yeah, it's been a blessing, bro. Like if that didn't happen, like I don't know, I would have still like obviously done something to have my own business and stuff, because that's what I always wanted. But that was like the perfect way of that happening.
I think everything happened in life just for a better good.
Yeah, we just don't see it in the moment, but like when that moment passes and something better comes out of it, then you're like, oh, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah, like one door closes, another opens right away. Right?
That's honestly, it sounds very cliche, but like it is true.
Yeah, exactly.
It is exactly how it works, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But going back to real estate, you guys said you all online. Is that how your model still is
Initially
right
and
Initially. Now it's very different from when we were brand new, bro. When you're brand new as an agent, you know that too. Yeah. You are a realtor as well. It's very difficult to gain people's trust as like somebody that is a nobody.
It's a big purchase, man. Fuck, like
right?
It's not like fucking it's not selling anything.
So I couldn't go to my family that hey, buy or sell with me because I didn't have any trust in myself. I couldn't sell myself to them. Yeah. So I'm like, these are just strangers, man. Like if they don't work with me, whatever. But I was very honest with people. One thing that I've always done and I always tell everybody that comes to the industry, if you want to be different than everybody else, just be honest. That'll make you very different. Because everybody else is trying to just sell bullshit and you are somebody that's going to put the facts forward, right? So applying that principle, just started running online ads. And I had some experience in online ads because before becoming a realtor, our mom opened up a daycare. So I helped her with some marketing and stuff. So I had to learn it anyway. So once I had that skill, I'm like, I'm going to do the same thing for real estate. And it just worked. This is in 2017 when nobody was running Facebook ads, bro. Right. I was running Facebook ads, getting leads for like $1 or $2, right? And my first couple deals came from that. Yeah. And now though, like we've served over 500 people, I think collectively with the team. We just get like 2-3 calls of referrals every month.
My business solely is all referrals.
Yeah, he's done a good job. I don't even give him any leads anymore.
I haven't picked up a new client in like 3 years.
He just serves his past sphere of clients and they give him enough business because he does a good job, right?
I just harass people like Lado Koche. I'm joking, but my thing is like my clients are very like if I find a good property, I have like good amount of people that I can send it to. Then they just refer me people. So that's how my side of things work, and him and the team.
But that's true for any business, bro. Like if you're doing a good job, whatever your craft is, you serve somebody once. They
For
will
example,
come back to you.
supplement place, like you guys have the same clients, right?
True. Before, like
principles don't change, right?
Yeah, we still do the online marketing, but a lot of people in my friend community,
they're just gonna come to you.
This nice word of mouth,
and we still run the marketing because we want to grow. Now we have like team members and stuff. We have people to feed business to every month, right? But if we were to like let's just say take it easy and just shut the shop down, no money spent on online ads, we would still do like enough business for the both of us, right? Yeah. But now we want to grow. We want to like teach others what we have learned so they can get there faster, right? If it took me 3 years to become a top 10% guy, now I actually have a blueprint for agents that like do this and that. And they'll get there in 6 months to 1 year.
You just
still takes time, but
you know what to do sometimes, but like you just don't want to do it.
Of course, I mean you can keep bringing people through the door, but at the same time, if you're not able to get repeat business for them, you know what I mean? Then you'll never blow up. To be honest with you, like you need to have a good customer retention rate. And the thing is, if you are a piece of shit, like you're saying, or you're just not doing the right thing, people are gonna find out really, really quick.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So much demand too, right? You have to do something to stand out. So.
There is, because at the end of the day, like us, we sell supplements. There's a bunch of retailers out there. So what makes you different?
Right.
Well, you can talk about it all you want, but you gotta show it. Pardon me?
What makes you different?
What makes
Let's
us?
interview you right now. Fuck. Yeah. Let's
Whoa,
turn the
let's
table.
turn it. Are we swapping? All right, we're gonna sit there and then you guys come in. No, what makes us different? Similar to like you guys as well, brother. Well, first and foremost, it's our service too, right? It's being educated and being humble enough to tell people when something isn't good and when what's good. Yeah, like just how you will tell someone not to buy something.
There's so many times we've taken supplements out of people's hands. Like, you're not taking this. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, like it'd been like extra $50, $100, but that's the thing, and they'll say that like normally people are putting things in their pockets. What makes us different? Well, some stores they'll make commission.
Yeah.
For us, I think that the moral to that's kind of wrong. That's morally wrong to me.
You genuinely want to help somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why do pharmaceutical companies get a bad name? Well, the whole thing with the doctors, pharmaceutical, everyone's making money off of it just to prescribe something. That's wrong. We can all agree on that. That's no different from food grade supplements. Exactly. What makes us different? The other thing is aside from the making these choices more affordable. So we don't care if we're putting on sales or things like that or whatever it is, because at the end of the day, we believe in our business, what we stand by. So we know we're gonna get that money's gonna come back at some point, right? We're not counting every single penny, or the margins all the time.
Better thing to look at for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. So I can keep. You want me to keep going? I can keep going if you want. So
I'm only
and that's our passion talking, right? If now I'm gonna flip it back to you. You said it a little bit, but if there's one thing that you would say, like when it comes to now, I know that makes you guys different as a brother tandem, but what makes you guys different when it comes to running a team? Are they just as knowledgeable as you guys? Like, do you trust them putting out in the field? How do you feel?
Bro, I trust that the journey that we've had has taught us enough to pass it along to others now. So we've taken agents with no experience and they're doing 2-3 deals in like 2 to 3 months of working with us. And that's because we just instill that principle in them that we have built our business on, right? And like just a gist is just by being brutally honest.
Yeah.
Don't try to be a salesperson. That's what we tell them. We are in sales job, yes, but don't try to sell anybody anything. Try to serve them instead. This is what we're training our team on, right? That if you're honest with them, and honestly, bro, we have both lost clients for telling them not to buy this. But 2 years later, they come back to us. We should have listened to you, right? So we want more retention than anything else, because that's the only way to basically for the longevity of any business, right? The retention, not new customers every month, which is also great. You need to have that aspect to get new numbers, new people coming to your door. But like, first serve what you already have, right? And this is what we're training our team on. So we don't care if somebody has experience or not, because we actually like brand new agents because they don't know anything right now. So we may as well teach them things that align with our company, right? And we've had some agents recently, just last month, we let them go because they were doing business. They were bringing in 2, 3, 4 deals a month, but we still let them go. Because for us, it's not about making money off of them. It's more of like growing together and building something together, right? So if our vision doesn't align, it doesn't align.
Right.
Simple.
Small team is better for us. It's just the thing what I've noticed with teams, a lot of times what happens is they just hire anyone and everyone. So then the teams expand to like, let's say 70, 80 agents, but at the same time, who's making money? That's a fraction of them, right? So we want to make sure everyone's eating, everyone's happy, everyone's making money, and we all like working with each other. Like, I don't want to come to the office and like, fuck, man, you were here? Fuck.
This is my office, boy. You get
It's more like we're all friends, we're all family, right? So it helps us like be better at work too. Like, they criticize us. They're like, agents with less experience. But sometimes one of my guys would come, bro, you should have said that instead. And I think of it like, oh, thank you. Because that's a perspective I don't have on my own self.
Right.
I can only get it from a third party, right? So it's like constructive feedback for all of us. And Kabir's specialty is he adapts really quickly. So
Very quickly.
Yeah. So he's done like some land assemblies and stuff. I've been in business for 7 years, bro. I still like, if I have to look into a land assembly, I can't put my head around it because zoning, setbacks, bylaws, he's really good at it. So a lot of agents like that we both come from different like, areas of expertise. Mine is marketing, right? Like onboarding listings, clients, presentations. His is how to close them, right? So that's why they come to us, because they get to learn that from us, right?
You gotta work to your strengths.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, it's just like the idea of like, working with people that I just believe if it's a smaller team, like you can closely work with each other. Like, we want to grow, but we want to grow at the same pace that we're growing. Like, I don't want to expand the team to a point where like me and him are not even like, we don't have the time to do our own deals.
Exactly.
Because I love working too.
Because that's what we enjoy. That's the aspect. There's a lot of different business models within this business. Like, there's some, names that I don't want to take here, but one of the guys said to me when I was in a meeting with him that, hey bro, you should just hire anybody and everybody that comes your way. And I'm like, why? They're like, everybody has a cousin or a brother or a mother that wants to buy or sell. At least you'll get 2 deals out of that guy. I'm like, I don't want to look at people like
But that's if it works for you, it works for you. Right?
Exactly, but
it
for
doesn't work
them,
for us,
they're building teams of 70 people, 80 people, and they say it themselves, oh, it's an 80-20 world. Only 80% people will do 20% of business that others can't, or sorry, 20% people will do 80% business that others can, and we'll just take that, right? That's, for me, it's a wrong mindset, because if you're genuinely investing your time with somebody, and more than you, if they're looking at you as somebody they can learn from, and this is what you have in your mindset, like, you're just wasting their time.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of people with that business model, and me and him, when we were growing our team, we got to 10 people this year. We're like, no, we got to trim down, because it was taking us away from what we enjoy the most.
Because this guy's sitting
right?
in the office, and like when we talk now, I can tell like when this guy's like, a little bit like annoyed and stuff, and he's like, fuck, I haven't left the office in the past week. I'm like, sounds like a you problem, right? First they're laughing, and I'm like, what's happening? Then he told me like, I just don't have the time to go serve my own clients.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fair enough. So we actually enjoy working with our clients. Yeah. Like one of my clients, like I've sold him like close to $40 million. Like anything he has bought, like I know every address too. So what I do is I always take the addresses without telling them. I still market them to a few agents. And I sold something that he didn't close on and made him like 60K. So like I want to be hands-on with every client, and he's the same way too. So with expanding the team, I think that goes away with the recruiting especially. Yeah. And a lot of people do recruit now.
Because you guys don't just want to be known for the team, you want to be known for yourselves as well, right?
Yeah, because that's what we enjoy the most.
Yeah, like I actually like something.
Yeah, I can go on and hire agents all day long. That was my role as a marketing director for Century 21 before even recruiting was even a thing. Right? This is going back to 2016 when I was playing a marketing role. I was onboarding 10, 15 agents a month. So I can do recruiting, no problem, but that's not what I enjoy, right? And our recruiting is very different. We do have a downline with our new brokerage now and all of that, but it's more like attraction based. If somebody comes to us like, hey bro, how can we work together? Then I'm like, let's meet, let's see if we're a good fit first. Because if you want to do 10 deals in your first month, I'm not the guy to help you out. Because I can't help you get there, right? Find somebody else. So it's just one of those things, yeah.
Do you guys have like things and processes in place, like when you do onboard someone, like putting them through like step 1 to step 10 when
Everything.
you first bring them?
We have a proper training module on school.com actually.
Oh,
that me and you were talking
is that your own?
about.
Is that your own course?
The Empower Academy?
Yeah.
That's what it's called, Empower Academy.
And that's your course?
Yeah. So
Empower
it's
Academy.
like,
Gonna get that in there.
Yeah, it's basically like a step-by-step guide where it's the first course is mindset. Like,
awesome.
What do you need to be thinking of before even getting your license? Is this the right field for you? And then when you do get licensed, what are the basics? So the whole journey basically.
That's one thing I'd love to touch on as well, brother. People think like when they enter entrepreneurship, whether that's through real estate, supplements, or media, anything, right? They think they need to build their business when 9 times out of 10 they got to build themselves, right? If you don't have the right mindset to build a business, to go through the bad times, to pull yourself out, to get through the good times, but also the people skills, the discipline. If you don't have those things,
it's gonna take you long.
Yeah, you're just gonna sit there hoping like, it'll happen. It's like, when's it gonna happen? And sometimes time does run out. Yeah, and sometimes time does run out. If you have payments and things like that, you're not getting sales. You can run out of time.
So you have to be prepared mentally for that, right?
Yeah, when we were on the way here, Jazz and I were talking on the phone too, and we were talking about like during the and everyone has it, the down periods of your life where maybe work isn't as busy, right? If you continue to work on yourself, because sometimes there are periods of time, and we went through this a few years ago when everyone was making money off real estate, when the market was booming, right?
Brother, you could fucking list a house with no pictures.
Oh, I know.
Call them 6 p.m.
Legitimately, put a sign up. Put a sign up. Like you put on a mascot suit with the sign "Buy here," and someone would have bought it.
Exactly.
But everyone was making money there. But then what happens later when it's slow? How many realtors give up their license? A lot.
A lot
too.
This is actually a true stat. The failure rate's about 85-90%.
Yeah, I was actually gonna get 70, but there you go. It's
in the
higher.
first 5 years.
Yeah.
People leave. 80% of people leave in the first 5 years.
Exactly. So it's like, what do you do? It's like, what do you do? Well, you build yourself. You build your mindset. You build on your skills. So then when that comes up, you double down.
In our industry now, a lot of people just want to do something because one guy's making money. You automatically think, oh, this is for me. I think that's the biggest mistake. Like, you need to follow what you are good at. Otherwise, you're just gonna come back to where you were before.
Real estate, being a realtor is more like owning a pizza store 10 years ago, bro. When they started popping off, everybody wanted a pizza store, right? Because it's making money. Now there's so many pizza stores. So everybody's selling pizzas for $5 a pizza, right? Or maybe more than that, but whatever. So now the only pizza stores
$5 pizza.
Caesar's even like $7 now.
Select pizza should be $8 for the pizza.
10 years ago when everybody started opening pizza stores, but now only people that are in the business are the ones that were doing it for the long term.
Right.
So there's only a few brands now, even though there's more coming up every other day. But it's just same theory, man. Like people see other people doing well in a certain sector, and then they're like, oh, let's open up supplement store. Daycares right now, bro. We're in the daycare business to ourselves. I have so many clients of my own that have nothing to do with any past experience. Everybody wants daycare now,
That's
right?
it.
And when I ask them, okay, how are you gonna run it? Oh, we'll figure it out. Like, do you have a passion for kids? Do you enjoy being around kids? Why do you want to open a daycare? Oh, it's a good business.
Bro, dealing
Everybody's
with
doing
kids,
it,
the amount
right?
of patience
So-
you need. My mom has a daycare, and
Yeah.
her patience and my patience, holy fuck! I listen to a kid
I
crying.
don't do it.
I see my niece.
Exactly, right?
My duty with my niece is until she poops or she cries, I'm out. I'm like,
I'm the
that's
same
it. Call it that.
I got 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes span.
My 16 to 22. Like, here's your child.
Yeah, no, but like that's the thing, right? Like you have to have, like you said, you gotta build yourself up first, right? So that's basically the most important part of running any kind of business, let alone supplement store or a realtor or a
Just
content
be
marketing company.
passionate about it first, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to really get to know yourself first before you will, jump into anything like that.
Right.
And it's serious business, man. Like if you're leaving a job to do something of your own, you better have a plan in place, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Better be ready for the sacrifice that comes with it too.
Exactly. Exactly.
Before we wrap it up here, I just want to touch base on social. Fuck, can't even talk.
Social media.
Shoshu.
I'm not cutting that out. Just
Touch on social media a little bit here. How important do you think it is for realtors to be on social media?
Bro, now is
Because I did see one of your posts. You said
Right.
one of your mortgage brokers kind of shy on your
Right.
story the other day, but you just do what you got to do.
And he
right?
told me, like, bro, like, and he's like, he does good business, but like no one knows him. And he's like, I want to start doing social media too. I'm like, fucking just take a phone and just put a video. What's the worst could happen, right? You're like, oh, what if they say something? I'm like, oh, look at it, getting it, like, regardless.
Auntie, we're not that important as people. As you think
Bro,
you're
that's
not
so
as
true.
important as you think you are.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
We just make the perception in our mind and we stick to it, which is the worst thing we can do to ourselves.
My first video ever, bro, I was of that mindset. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fat, right? This
Yeah.
and that. My hair doesn't look good, blah, blah, blah. I'm still fat, whatever, right? But anyways, going back to the first time, I got like 10 likes. I'm like, fuck, nobody cares?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Now I can do more of this.
I hated this. When we started working together, just because like, oh, you gotta start making videos and stuff. I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing it. And then when I started doing it, he forced me like out of the zone. But like, I think you just do what you need to do, man. Like no one's gonna pay your bills by yourself.
Social media is important, bro. It definitely is, but fundamentals are more important than that.
Yeah.
A lot of new realtors right now are jumping to become influencers,
Yeah.
but not realtors.
Yeah.
Which is completely wrong approach. Because first you gotta learn the fundamentals. You wanna learn the basics. Then you can. Social media, I would say, is more like layering. It's a type of marketing you must have for your business.
Right.
But it's like a layer that you wanna add when you know what you're doing, right? If you just start marketing yourself as a brand new agent with no experience,
Yeah.
no knowledge, unless you have the knowledge and experience,
different.
but you just got a license, different. Like you're a builder, right? You can talk real estate all day. You don't need a license for that. But somebody who's a realtor but no experience, what are they gonna even talk about?
Yeah, I feel like
right?
now it's just like a same routine every realtor is following. Go to a pre-sale center.
Yeah.
Put a fucking video of the fucking tower. I'll lello. Like, but like, we're gonna show this, like that's
Well,
it.
I'll tell you what. One
That's
of the
all it
guys,
is, man.
he's
Come
got
on.
a massive following. Gets like 400,000-500,000 views. He's one of my good friends too now. He called me the other day, bro. I have 70 to 80 leads that I got from social media. I've been doing this for 8 months. I haven't even closed one. And I'm like, why? Because he's like, I don't know what to say when I meet them. I'm like, shouldn't you have learned that first? And then worked on getting clients?
You
right?
gotta get value,
Yeah.
then give value, then you'll be in a better place. But like, I feel like social media makes a big difference. My content is very different than his. I want to make a video every day just so people know who I am still. And I just have a topic that I cover every day, right? But at the same time, I feel like you gotta give the value before you expect something back. Yeah.
No, 100%. And like, yeah, I actually did see that video where you mentioned not every single real estate agent should be on social media right away. Because you got to think about it. If you're getting 1 million, 10 million views on a video,
Right.
anything you sell, you can sell for that short amount of time, right? But
Exactly.
you
You need
guys,
to know what to sell first.
longevity is key, right?
Yeah. And I'm not saying that you should not touch social media if you haven't done a deal.
Yeah.
If you're passionate about becoming an influencer and
Yeah.
real estate is your vehicle to do that, great, do it. But have clarity that why are you going on social media, to find a client or to build a following, right?
Yeah.
So it's just two different things.
It's a plan, right? Like you're not just throwing stuff against the wall to see what
Right.
sticks.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, I'm going to do social media because of
Exactly.
X, Y, Z, and I got everything else down pack as well,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And you guys are translating the fact that you guys are, honest and actually trying to look out for your clients. So another video I saw you guys post was,
Right.
Yeah.
we always want to be the honest people, not the people that give the best deal.
Because then you're gonna get referrals back.
You got it.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
If you screw
100%.
one client over, he's gonna tell 10 people don't go to him. if you actually do something good, it replicates, right? They'll tell 10 people to go.
It's the same thing like you said, bro. Like I do go to supplement stores when I need my pre-workout, but I've never had anybody tell me what would be good for me, or even ask me like, what time do you go work out, right? What's the caffeine intake you want, right? This and that.
See,
but I
that
would come see you now 'cause you would tell
that
me.
shocks me because that's the thing. It's like you can't just be like, yeah, just pick this up, take
Usually,
it.
I don't talk to people. I just grab it. I pay for it, but no one asks you anything.
And which is why I go random stores, because I don't get value from there.
Yeah.
But if I come see you now, like, bro, this is when I work out 4 times a week. I have a coffee in the morning. What should I grab, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking L-carnitines and doing this and that.
Yeah.
That would give me so much value that, bro, even if I have to drive an hour every time I'm buying a pre-workout, I would.
Yeah.
Because I get to learn everything new every time I come see you, right? So,
100%. Well, we're gonna try automating a lot of that stuff through our
Good.
website, so you don't have to. Awesome, boys. Honestly, thank you very much.
Our pleasure.
That time flew by, man. I feel like we gotta. Yeah,
it has to be. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we gotta run that back. I feel like there's so much more that we could have. Yeah,
Round 2.
we could have dove
Only if El
into.
Jefe comes back, man.
Oh, Halape will be here. Yeah, Halafe's here to stay. This is the new jazz. Or the
My
Jefe.
parents haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna get ripped.
It just happened today.
Yesterday, but I was at work all day.
I'm telling you guys, if you guys are listening to this, go click the YouTube. Just look at jazz, and then that's it. You'll trust me. You'll thank me. But anyways, no boys, thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
There's a lot you could be learned here, guys. But before we sign off, there's one thing that we always get our guests to. I don't know, some advice, some tips that you could give to some, whether they're new agents, they're trying to become agents, or just entrepreneurs, man. Someone trying to do something with their life. What would you say to them?
You start.
I would just say like again, first of all, you need to know what you want to do, and then just stick to it. Like if you wanna become a realtor, follow the path which other realtors have gone first. Don't just stand in front of a pre-sale center and take a video of it. Learn first, then apply, and then just stick to it. Don't just give up anytime soon. But yeah, just be consistent. That's the biggest advice I got.
Sweet.
I agree with him. I would say the same thing. Anybody trying to, enter into this world of doing your own business, whatever it may be, just be clear and be consistent. Because even if you fail 10 times, 11, 20, 15 times, you will win the 21st time. So just keep doing it. But so you have to have that passion towards what you're doing. So really, you really want to get to know yourself first before you jump into this, right? So have the clarity of, okay, I want to do this. Once you've made up your mind, yes, find a plan or find somebody who has a plan that has done it before. Another biggest tip, like for new agents, if you're trying to become somebody, look for that somebody and reach out to them to see if they can help you. That will really help you expedite your journey to success. Find a mentor or something, right? Yeah.
No, that's wicked, guys. No, appreciate it, boys. Thank you very much. We definitely will be running this back again.
100%.
So looking forward to it. And until next time, guys, be good.